Continue to give you the 2021 Asian Women's Club Volleyball Championship right here at One Sports and One Sports Plus. Eric Ivan alongside Rebisco. And we are set to give you the classification match between Rebisco and Choco Mucho.
Yeah, we are treated to one more game of Team Philippines as they go against each other. So we're wondering what the wager is between both coaching staff, because this is a classification, but of course you know that it's kind of non-bearing for both teams as we know the mix-in composition. But it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be interesting today.
It's to determine who will finish 6th and 7th respectively, as we only have 7 teams competing in the women's ABC. Now, we were talking about the earlier in the ring. Who do you think has more motivation? Who do you think is more fired up to go up against each other and come up with a W? We do know that Rebisco is the lone Philippine contingent with one set, with a set in the bag, as Choco Mucho has lost all of the sets they competed in so far in the ABC.
Well, I think really both teams are really out to play, but we have to say Team Choco Mucho lost 2 players on loan to Team Rebisco in Kim D and Majoy Barol. So it's not the same. I feel it's not the same starting 6 that they would love to use. But I'm sure today is all out when you say who has the advantage. When you talk about team composition, because Rebisco has more players, they could have, and you said that they won a set, so they could have, but yeah, these girls from Choco Mucho, they want us to be entertained today. They're gonna give us a show.
Well, both teams are coming off a loss. Rebisco losing to Nakhon Ratchasima in three straight sets in the quarterfinals last Monday, and so did Choco Mucho bowing down in 3 straight sets versus Supreme Chonburi. So both are coming off a loss. A lot of pent-up, obviously, desire to come out with a win and finish strong in their appearance here at the 2021 ABC.
Yeah, and we did say, from the first game day to the last prior to this match, you can see already the improvement in both teams. The gelling's there slowly but surely, so that's what we want to see today. Heads-up match for Rebisco and Choco Mucho.
As you see the lineup of Rebisco Philippines. This team, Ivy Laksina, put up 9 points in that match against Nakhon Ratchasima. She was the leading scorer there, followed by Faith Nisperos with 6 points, and then a couple from Abi Maraño. And Din Santiago Manara also putting up 4 points in that loss to Nakhon Ratchasima.
There are lots of great individual performances, actually by both teams, we have to say. So today, I'm sure, we don't know really who has the advantage. It depends on how strong they start, I would say, and how consistent they play, because they're playing against sister team. So it's going to be interesting. That's all I can say.
Well, Majoy Barol, team captain. As you look at Choco Mucho, this team with 2 players in double digits in that loss versus Supreme Chonburi. Kalei Lau with 16 points, and Mylene Paat, we talked about her extensively earlier.
Yeah.
14 points for Mylene Paat, 2 coming off the service area.
Yeah, Mylene Paat, we always say, she shines in international tournaments, and although she's playing against another team from the Philippines, you expect her to come out blazing, all guns blazing.
And you see the shortened roster of Choco Mucho.
Yeah.
We mentioned how Majoy Barol can be on loan to Rebisco, but these girls yesterday put up an excellent fight versus Supreme Chonburi. Iris Tolenado off the bench, playmaking for her, and getting all the players involved, especially in the second and third sets.
And I totally agree. And what you like is they're really enjoying, but they're making their other teammates enjoy as well, which is the objective actually of coming to the tournament. And if they play well, then that's just a bonus already for the team.
Meanwhile, Abi Maraño, yesterday there was a point in the match when Rebisco, she scored for Rebisco and she sort of fired up the team. They went on a mini run. That was in the second set. Let's see if she can be that spark as well for Rebisco. We'll take a quick break. Set number 1 just on the other side, right here on One Sports. Welcome to One Sports and One Sports Plus coverage of the classification match between Rebisco and Choco Mucho. Rebisco coming into today's game, they're 0-4 in the standings. Meanwhile, Choco Mucho is 0-3, so both Philippine representatives are winless in the starting lineup. Rebisco
familiar six that you see, but they're using Laxina, which is what the six they used yesterday as well.
Meantime, we look at Choco Mucho coming off a loss against Supreme Sean, but they did give the Ties a good fight, especially in the second and third sets. You see Nia Wong did not start once again like yesterday. Mighty fast. Obviously, she must be in the starting lineup after a great performance yesterday.
A very formidable lineup. You know, this is going to be a very nice match, a beautiful match. And you know, we're just hoping both teams just play relaxed, pressure is off, and they just want to enjoy themselves. And again, I said earlier, put on a show for us.
Coach Ojimama calling the shots for Choco Mucho, meanwhile it's Jorge Edson Sosa de Brito calling the shots for Rebisco.
And you can see Coach George Pasqua. It's at the bench of Choco Mucho.
With totally new, more mature look.
Yeah.
Kalaimao coming off a spectacular 16-point performance. 33% from the field. Meanwhile, Gail Bennett also a great performance. For her, 3 points. Started in all 3 sets for Rebisco.
And you know the challenge for Team Rebisco, talking about the youngsters, Team Natin, Laxina, and so on, Team Rebisco. Of course, they want to show their wares here. You know, they're playing against the likes of Authentic, Phillips, and Kalaimao. So them being younger, they're more fired up, I think. I wouldn't say that Team Choco Mucho is not fired up, but of course, you know, kids, they want to prove something. So let's see.
And there are many kids in this Rebisco lineup that obviously want to step up big. Ivy Laxina is in this lineup. Faith Nisperos, Ivy Hernandez, Miguel Aguilera. So a lot of young up-and-comers that you might see in the UAAP next year and maybe in the future in our first professional league, Premier Volleyball League. We see an error right away by Kim Tiamzon.
She is faced with a twin power in Laxina and Manambat, so she wanted to drop it, but it was short.
Tiamzon coming off a 3-point performance yesterday. Started in the first and third sets of the match last Monday versus Supreme Chonburi. Young Howard with a good serve. Underhand set.
Oh, it's a
Great hand save right there.
And what about the matchup between Yerba and Makati? That's something to watch as well.
Excellent. It seems like Yerba is a, carbon copy of Makati, just a little taller.
That's right. And she has so much years ahead of her.
Yep.
But you know what's nice is I'm sure she's learning a lot from Don Makati.
Oh, from watching Don yesterday? I mean, she doesn't have to look much farther than, not yesterday. I think preferred it yesterday, last Monday.
Yeah.
What a performance by Don Makati. She was just in every difficult play yesterday, last Monday in all the sets.
Classic Don Makati.
Yeah.
We're not surprised she followed her career throughout the years that she's just getting better and better.
Superb. There's a hit right there. Sent right back, Manambat attacks Laxina with the up. There's a push by Belen, and she connects.
Reading the defense well, seeing that Del Palumata is the one supposed to cover. That's actually a very smart tip for the youngsters. Look at that.
So this is just for bragging rights, by the way. For those of you who just opened the TV set, this is just for bragging rights. Both teams will finish 6 or 7 after the competition. The winner, though, the champion of the 2021 Women's AVC, they get to represent the region in the upcoming 2021 FIVB Volleyball Women's Club World Championship. So that's what's really at stake.
Yeah.
So whoever comes out on top. But a set by Cal and Manambat drills that one in.
Yeah, beautiful combination play for Team Rebisco and Manambat. Really just takes advantage. Finding that seam and that defense. And you know, I'm so excited, Eric, when I got a text message that stated that we are covering this match. I thought we were done for with Team Philippines. So it's a great surprise for the volleyball fans.
Because they can't get it up.
Yeah.
I mean, just reading all the stuff on social media, Filipinos back and forth discussing how can our teams be better. And they're so abreast with the situation. They know what the status is, how both teams came to be, and the coaching staff and all that. You like how engaged
Yeah.
volleyball fans are.
I mean, yeah, the fans are the ones actually responsible for the surge in the sport. It's good.
What a difficult set right there for Wong. Sent over easily by Vanessa. Wong again.
Good rally.
5. Good done. Almost a mistake, but Yema unable to get it high enough for a second touch.
That's a perfect time hit there, you know, using the blocker's hand. Look at that. Maxine, I wish she had more airtime.
That's why Mighty Bob is such a great attacker. And in so many ways to hurt you. She can go with a soft touch with an off speed down the line, and the fact that she's a lefty, it's hard to figure out.
Yeah, and for the Mylene Bad fans, you're happy with the way she's performing here in the AVC because there's a lot of talk of how better she could have performed in the last PGL. So, I mean, she's making up for that, playing well here in the AVC.
Although a service error, bad this time around.
Too much risk action there.
It's her backdoor attack coming from Mao. It's good.
Great connection there, but that came off a great pass from her, from Mao herself, and she gets the back row kill.
And Mao is just, I mean, you see her build, strength, athleticism, but she's also a good defender. 2 blocks yesterday against Supreme Chongqing.
Yeah, and she's a decent passer. You know, that's actually one of the more important things is if you can pass well, you're a good offensive player, but if you can pass well, that's huge.
Back to back, right on cue, coming out with another kill.
Fully expect Kalei Mao to really give her all here in this tournament. And this match.
Tip on misses. And now with an easy play, perfect, but it went wide. Or no, it was an overreach on her part.
And it also seemed like she touched the net. Over aggressive there. Too eager.
And like what we mentioned, there are no, foul boys, girls here, which is why it's the players nearabouts driving up wet spot on the floor, just for obviously safety, health protocols.
Less people involved in behind the tournament scenes or during the game.
Kalei Mao making up for the error earlier.
Oh, she is pumped up here today.
The misses on your screens. 4 points, yes, on last Monday.
Also a good tournament for her.
Meantime, Faith Misteros with a kill.
Well, Faith Misteros is really, started out in almost all the sets. And why not? She has been solid and consistent for a very young player.
Yeah. 6 points, 35% from the field last Monday. Although she did come off the bench last Monday, but started in third.
No, these are just, lineup changes to get others involved. But, she, like the first game she started, so that's how much confidence Coach Jordan has in her.
And it seems like Coach Jordan, I mean, you can see from the composition of his starting lineups, he favors and likes to give the younger players a lot more exposure.
Yeah.
Especially in these international tournaments.
Yeah, I think also the responsibility, the challenge for them is that I'm going to put you there together with the likes of Marano and Manaba. So how are you going to respond to the challenge?
There's a block against Belen.
It looks like it is not clear from that angle.
So Choco Mucho on top by 1, 7-36.
Very close match.
Belen again. She's blocked again. Armada so far has the number of the youngster together then, and we are in our first technical time on 8-6 Choco Mucho over Rebisco, set number 1. Back here at Terminal 21. Kalimao and the rest of Choco Mucho looking pretty good right now. The 2-point advantage over Rebisco as the two teams meet for the very first time in the 2021 Asian Women's Club Volleyball Championship. This is just for this is a classification match to determine who will finish the tournament 6th and who will finish 7th.
Yeah, so far a very good game. It's pretty close, just by 2.
And you love the fact that they keep trying to go back to the net to build their confidence because they obviously need her offense if they are to get ahead here in this match.
Yeah, they know what she can do. You know, she hit it into the net previously, but the more she can do, you're right, they give her confidence and she gets the point.
What a great receive by Makadili.
Yeah.
Kept alive, great effort on the part of Rebisco. Here comes Mao. Mao really, the way she pounds the ball is something else.
Yeah. We were all excited when we found out that she was part of the lineup, and you know, she's proving her worth.
Speaking of, Kalimao at the service area. Before coming here, she was playing for Puerto Rico, or one of the club teams in Puerto Rico called Changos de Naranjito.
Yeah, we were mentioning that in the first game, her journey to Thailand, she had to go through a different country, so imagine how tiring that was for her.
In the meantime, Choco Mucho continuing to pull away here. An error from Faith Esteros. It's now a 4-point run from Choco Mucho, coming down 6-7. They're down 10-7.
Well, they're doing that with good core defense. We mentioned good passing and Kalimao able to score the majority of the points there.
And good coverage as well. I mean, you see every attempt here by Rebisco coming back with interest. That time around, though, finally, Ivy Oxina getting involved in the offense.
Great set. We have to say great set by Cal. It's actually David Santiago chasing that, but Cal had the right thing, the presence of mind to send it to Laxina.
Laxina, 9 points in a loss last Monday versus Nakhon Ratchasima. 73% from the field. That's how effective Laxina was. So, probably no surprise if this one goes to her a lot more. Manila connects this time.
Don't look now, it's just a 1-point game.
A couple of straight points for Rebisco in Tianzon.
You can see here in the first set, they're well matched.
Yeah.
Really evenly matched so far. No one pulling away. I mean, they tried to, but here comes Rebisco.
Chance to tie here for the ladies in red. 5. No, amazing play by 5.
And you like the way she sells it, you know, total approach and then just the drop. So that swing and okay.
Fighting 5, still at it, picking up where she left off yesterday. Meantime, Del Palamata serving. Oh, that was. Camille Kyle was lucky that wasn't called a double. Because pretty obviously was missed set.
If you like her attitude, you know?
That's a daring move.
Yeah, it was really there. It was to show her character as a setter. And you like that because she's still young, one of the younger ones in the team. And you know, if she wants to set this set, no matter how hard it is, you know, you like the attitude. She's gonna go far.
service error from Del Paramata. Makes it a 2-point game here.
And Belen. Also, they're pretty successful in their serves. A couple of aces also.
Well, good set there. Walk connecting to Reses for the finish.
Look at that reaction. This one. Oh. Oh, and read it again. We talked about Kalei Mao and the way she passed and look at that. Perfect pass.
Oh, that was clearly in lighting behind the service ace. You mentioned she had 2 service aces from last Monday against Supri Chonburi.
And she's still at it.
A timeout here by Rebisco. They are down by 2. They have still been trying to catch up here. They're down by as many as 4 points. 10-6.
Yeah, but Team Choco Mucho actually doing a good job in keeping them at bay, forcing Coach Jorge to call the first timeout of the game, of the set.
Coach Hajimama, formerly the coach of the Tigers, then moved back to the Tigers of USD.
Yeah, and you can see, we were saying that you can see Dino Wong playing around, moving around, enjoying.
Cal, nice setup to Maxina. A battle at the net. This is setup job for Chamzon. 1 to play
Oh, good
for
save.
Wong. Nice save. Free ball. Choco Mucho. Wong goes to Paat. Another shot.
This time around.
Falls short.
She was feeling it, you know, she asked for it and finally got it, but it falls short. You could really reaction. She was attacked. She was that attack. But she had the right thing in mind, no? You see that move behind the blockers?
It's always been there. Maxina set to serve out of National University. Back row, Mao. Is that out? Yep, it was just long for Kalei Mao.
I thought we were going to say Kalei Mao about to film my impact. This is how it's done. No, she hits it wide, yeah?
So Rebisco within 2.
Good serve.
Receive. Cal. Back set. Manaba. Tip by Meneses. Put up by Manaba. There's a net violation too. And you probably get Choco Mucho.
Yeah, I think something can't on it. But you like the exchanges, you know, if they can, they go to the middle blockers, like getting everyone involved. But you expect at least the next few rallies, Abby Miranda to get a touch.
So 1-point game now. A chance to tie for Rebisco. Yamzoy. Put up by Laxina. Comes Belen. Cross court. Yes. So that's Misperos. Yeah. Ties the game at 14.
Including the blockers, just finding that top angle right there. Even Don Makandi couldn't get to that.
And you don't say that very often.
Yeah.
The great angle from Faith Misperos to tie the game at 14. Too much of a run it seeks for Rebisco.
Can't seem to grab the lead here. Good serve.
Cal. Difficult set for Mario. Could not get it across the net. As
timing not there for Miranda and Cal.
So back-to-back errors for Rebisco and Choco Mucho. Back up by 2 here in set number 1. Just can't seem to get over the hump. They make a run. It seems like it was a 3-point run, but they give up 2 straight points. So Choco Mucho, again, sitting on a 2-point advantage.
Oh yeah, you're right. When they tie the game up, they commit an error. So you don't want to see if your team Rebisco, because again, this is bragging rights for you.
Although, fortunately for Rebisco, Choco Mucho, their team comes on with a service error, so the game is still close. And could swing either way.
Yeah. Again, that's how evenly matched they are so far in this first set.
Abi Marano scored 2 points in the loss last Friday versus Nakpao Rachishima. That's not coming back. Off the foot of Kalimao.
Well, we are tied. So right now, we will see whether or not, that was count, that would be whether or not Rebisco can grab the lead here in this first set.
Remember, only Rebisco has won a set. Only Philippine team that has won a set so far in the women's ABC. Choco Mucho has yet to win one. Rebisco winning a set against Rebisco. Go ahead.
Yeah, so when you're talking about who's hungry, obviously Choco Mucho is for a set.
Mao was blocked at the net. Mao tries again, sent right back by Manaba. Mao. That's so wide.
Oh.
Mao is off the mark today. A couple of errors already on attacks for Kalimao.
But luckily they call a net violation. And there will be a challenge, our first of the game.
But it did seem pretty obvious based on the quick replay that there was a touch at the net. We'll see.
Yeah.
Finally confirmed here.
So at least Pepito, who's in the libero right now. Let's see. There.
It's very clear. It's a net violation. So very fortunate twist here in favor of Choco Mucho. As a clearly outside spike counted as a point.
Yeah. So lucky break for Team Choco Mucho.
Obviously, Dindin Manaba isn't happy about that.
Again, able to claim the lead, talking about Team Rebisco.
Disperos. Wong goes to Mao again. Disperos will be up. Cal, back set, Manaba.
Oh! Picture perfect back throw attack for Manaba. Nobody home. Look at that.
Great setting by Cal as well. I mean, you see how far Kalimao and the blockers were from Manaba.
Beautiful set. That beautiful finish by Manaba.
It's tied. 17. Organiza checking in for the first time today.
So we don't have numbers as well. When they do substitutions, normally we have numbers. Yeah. So we don't have that as well.
So lesser touch points,
Yeah.
I guess, for safety and health purposes. Wow! Gives Choco Mucho the lead right back.
Emphatic kill for Kalimao.
In case you guys are wondering, Kalimao is 6'1". It's amazing how And the way she jumps, the way she moves, so agile,
Yeah.
so explosive. Malaya with the tip, but she touches, she falls straight into the net. Is it a net touch? She lands on it.
Yeah. And she acknowledges.
No arguing here.
But so far, they can't seem to find that connection.
Yep.
Talking about Marano and Cal.
So back to a 2-point lead for Choco Mucho. Belen with the attack, ball kept alive. Free ball for Rebisco. Mario
Oh, there you go.
picks up for the error earlier, scores a point.
Finally getting the right timing. A great set by Cal, and Marano makes no mistake.
This is reminiscent of her DLSU days. That move. Just change the jersey to green. It's, you know,
That's all over.
like you're back at the Atlanta Coliseum. Cal using the jumps to pass and a point back to Choco Mucho.
So we have to say, Marano is not the tallest of middle blockers, but if she goes for that running, she has mastered it.
5'9". She's considered 5'9".
Exactly, not the tallest of middle blockers. And when she goes for that running, it's like she's 6'1" or 6'2". You know, the angle of her attack.
Belen, there's the drop.
Oh, good save.
Nice save there from Wong. And finished by Laxina.
Really like the effort. Yeah. That's a smart set, actually. Choco Mucho scrambling still on defense, so a quick set by Cal.
You have to be impressed with Camille Cal. I mean, such a young age, already making great decisions on the floor.
Yeah. And like many, actually, it is my first time to cover her as a player.
She's 20 years old.
Yeah. Coming off high school.
I feel 4-peat championship in the league after the error. There's a timeout on the floor. The score is tied once again. Although it's always been risky, Choco Mucho getting the advantage.
And Coach Ogie Marlon obviously doesn't want that to happen, so timeout.
We're down to the final stretch of the set. Whoever comes out scoring here obviously will have the greater advantage of winning the set. Classification match between Rebisco and Choco Mucho, the first time in the 2021 AVC. These two teams are meeting. Rebisco is 0-4, while Choco Mucho is 0-3.
So you know both teams want to get their first win of the tournament.
What a time for a service ace to come there.
Finally, Rebisco
Right.
gets the lead, the upper hand here in the first set.
Cal with the service ace. He didn't score in the game against Nakhon Ratchasima, but played and started in all 3 sets.
And we always see when there's a timeout and huddle, Coach Warner firstly talks to Cal, you know, her guidance and whatnot.
Good. But with the attack error, don't look now for me. It's a 2-point lead for Rebisco.
And for the Rebisco fans, what a time for them to
Yeah.
come towards the latter part of this first set.
And surprisingly too, from somebody who's been playing very well, Maylene
Yeah.
Paat.
Sure.
Paat blocked again. Gets it across on the second attempt. Cal sets it up and moves back to the middle. Laxina makes it a 3-point lead for Rebisco.
And another quick timeout by Coach Ogie. Yeah, you know that slow-mo, obviously the blocker, slow to react, just one blocker. And Laxina has been very effective
Yeah.
in the middle, so You can't just have one blocker.
A great connection between Cal and Laksina. Not surprising, they played together in high school.
Yeah. The familiarity is always needed.
So, despite the fact that, because we've seen this a lot, right? It's setters find it harder to set to taller players for some odd reason.
Well, it really depends because you do that in practice. You know, it doesn't matter. You try to master the height of a particular player, let's say Manaba or Laksina, or Maranyo. That's how setters become good setters. If you know the particular comfort set of a player. I mean, you learn it in practice.
And she's picked it up. I mean, Cal is 5'10", and Laksina is 6'1", and they seem to have connected really well.
That's right.
There's an attack from Tianzon. Goes outside, so it's set point. Oh, it's not able to this challenge. The call was outside.
Yeah.
The first referee. Oh, challenge is a block match, so a check one. In our legal, it's check one and foul method.
Yeah.
Let's see if there was a touch from any of the blockers of Rebisco.
Well, right now you're hoping that it did touch a blocker's hand. But since it was called out, you have actually nothing to lose talking about Team Choco Mucho.
Here's the review. Oh, no, that's a very good close-up. No touch, it's outside. Rebisco is at set point here, 24-20.
What a time for them. It's always been them catching up, and once they hit the 2020 mark, no looking back, no turning back to them.
So they pull away. Tianzon tries again, and this time connects.
She makes up for her previous hitting error, and they're not out of it. Well, we have to say what a good set there by Dino Wall, just a blocker and late to react.
At 3 points in the game against Supreme Chonburi Tianzon out of PLSU. Jeff Kayuna, former Lady Takara, is in the game for the first time.
Oh, there it is.
Oh! A push from Baha. Chance to finish it off. Hanabat's block. Laksina will set it up. Back row attack there from Galanza. Yeah. So 2 set points saved by Choco Mucho. Time out by Coach Jorge Edson Souza de Brito.
Well, you know, normally Galanza, that's her area of expertise as well, but she wasn't prepared. She was caught off guard there.
They wasted 2 opportunities, and Abu Maran is saying, isa na lang. Kailangan natin. They still have 2 more set points here.
Yeah, I heard that term of killer instinct. Let's finish this. This is ours.
Remember, Rebisco has won a set against Jeffy Sue in this tournament. Choco Mucho has none. Let's see, Rebisco, can they finish it off? There's a quick to Laksina, and she gets the finish for Rebisco. Set number 1 already in the bag for Rebisco as they beat Choco Mucho 25-22.
Well, Rebisco, they just finally got their groove towards the end of that first set. As we were mentioning earlier, they were always chasing Choco Mucho. But they love the number 20, that's where they pulled away.
Yes. Yeah, at the very, there was a timeout at 21.
Yeah.
And that's when during the serve of Camille Cal, that's when they just went all the way.
That's true.
Set point.
That stretch, she did serve pretty well, challenging the floor defense of Choco Mucho. And we have to mention it was Laxina really playing strong towards the latter part of the set.
And you're seeing some of those highlights right here. Now also involved in the offense slightly in the middle part of set number 1 when Choco Mucho had control.
Yeah, but for Choco Mucho, they committed some errors that were crucial in this first set. Some errors, Young Zone with hitting air. So these are the things that you want to correct in this coming into the second set, because again, Choco Mucho is yet to win a set, so you want them, I'm sure they want to win a set at least looking at the second set.
That's right. But like what you mentioned, Laxina has been a great part of the offense of Rebisco along with Manabat. And Camille Cal, her contributions obviously cannot be underscored.